Okay, so for a lot of people who watch this show, I'm sure they'll be wondering, oh, why is she standing today? What changed? A lot has changed. I mean, it was impromptu, but it was kind of fun. So we decided to go along with the wave. We are like that. When it is nice, we just go along with the wave. Today on Shorts, I have episode, but I don't have the episode we normally are used to. I have the other episode too. He has joined you to come. Did you know there are two episodes? Today I have the episode you know and the episode that you don't normally see. They are all here in the studio and they are not just here, they are busy as well. Episode, please, welcome to the Shorts.
Thank you.
You'll be busy ever since you came.
Yeah.
In fact, when you called, you were tired because you were from a trip and you got here. When you are doing what you love to do, where do you get the energy from?
I don't know, it's just because maybe the love first, the love comes first. So, just like you said, I got here, I drove for like 4 hours. And I was like, what are you guys doing to this wall? Like, if you can paint, and anywhere I go, I carry paint.
Why do you carry paint along everywhere you go though?
Just for a thing like this.
I can imagine the people's rooms that you have painted on your way from that side to this point.
Yeah, the reason why I really had paint today is, a part of my project that I do, as in giving back to the society, I scout for schools who need help.
Oh, nice.
And there's this school along, it's actually in my hometown though.
Where's your hometown?
My mom comes from Elmina.
Oh, okay.
So along that side, and then I decided to just go support them. So I've been there for like a week, painting the schools, trying to fix the walls for them, so that they can have at least educative environment, things that can motivate the kids to learn. Cartoons, and I'm also putting up a library there for them.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah.
I didn't know you had education at heart that much.
Oh, I do. I do it, but I don't really put it out there.
Okay.
Because for me, it's not really for the media. It's for the people.
Okay.
Me and Johnny-La, the blogger, we have this project that we do, that we support schools, provide them with books and all of that. And then not only for schools, even villages who don't have good cleaning water and clean water and stuff. So it's something I do, but I don't really put it out there.
Oh, so you have a foundation for that?
Yes.
What's the name of the foundation?
It's two. The one with Johnny-La is separate, and then mine also is separate. And but the thing is, I don't really want it to be like a foundation. I just want it to be like something that I'm just doing. Like,
wait, is there pressure when it comes to there's a foundation and then there's expectation with the foundation?
Because what happens is I think there has been some negative energy within that space. People have used it to gain personally, so even when you want to approach somebody that this is what I'm doing, they see like, okay, you just want to come and cash out and use these things to your benefit.
Oh, I see.
So I just do it without thinking or trying to put it up as a foundation or something.
And do you get some institutions giving or lending a helping hand to you?
Personally, it's family. It's family. I get support sometimes from 1 or 2 friends. I've got people outside who willingly want to support, but just like I said, some people have made this thing, some kind of bank for their personal gains.
Some kind of bank.
Yeah, for their personal gain. So I don't really put it out there that I need support. And no, if I feel like, okay, this school needs books, I print like 1,000 pieces, give it to them.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
With your face on it, right?
Yes, some I have my faces on it.
You see?
Some they're just regular books. And then
no, I think you should put your face on it.
And not every book, because
no, because you're an artist.
I get it, but some are for libraries and all of those things.
Okay.
So for the library ones, I buy them and ship them down, which I'm doing the next library for the school, which should be ready by February.
Why this particular school though?
This particular school, as at this time, because it belongs to my grandfather.
Oh.
And going there to see the states, and then he also is doing this to help.
Okay.
He has been running the school from 2016, and then nobody pays school fees.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
philanthropist. How do we say philanthropist? There are levels to the game, though.
Yeah. And they have close to like 100 kids, and some of these kids don't even have clothes to wear.
You're kidding.
You know, and it's not even only the school. He has a whole camp where homeless people, he camps them, gives them a place to farm, you know, just to be okay.
How does he sustain this? Because it's not easy.
I think because of he's a farmer. So 80% of whatever is given to the people is from the space.
Okay.
He plants, he has fowls, he has cattle. So if we have to eat, then we go to the farm, get some cassava, and then everybody eats.
Hey, you're living rich. You're living rich in those parks.
Yeah. So I got to know about this like 2 months ago.
Really?
Yes. No, we speak busy times, so I don't really go to that side, you know, because I grew up knowing that my father is a Ghana, my mom's half is a Ghana, so until I decided to, you know what, let's go to the other side and check what is going on.
Okay.
Then I found out all of this. So I came back, sat down with my brothers, and then what can we do to help? So for now, the target is to get them a computer lab, a library as well, you know. So I'm working towards that, trying to fix this thing for the school.
Did the kids recognize who you are, or do they even know what you do or who you are, or they just saw you as headmaster man of the
I think some did, and then the people in the community did. And funny enough, I went there on Sunday, so it was right after my music performance.
Oh!
But the funny thing is, they can't really tell the difference between me and then when I have this thing on. So some of them feel like,
I know,
you look like him. You look like him. I'm like, yeah. You know, so I wanted to feel free, you know, go shirtless whilst I paint, you know, play with them and all that. Because the very moment.
So why are you wearing shirts on my set if you can paint shirtless?
Oh, that place be farm. Yeah, I cry everywhere choke. You know? Yeah, so it's just I feel like, it's a holiday, and you know, aside all the work we've done, just go there, free your mind, and be more creative.
Artistically, do you think if you were to take like a vacation day, musically to your creative juices will be powered more there?
Yes, I recorded some songs whilst I was, because I had my mobile studio with me. And
you have a mobile painting studio with you.
Yes, and
you have a mobile recording studio with you.
So,
okay.
Yeah, Beat God sent me some beats, and I had to just lay the vocals quick. And it's fun because I didn't really sleep at home. You know, I should have slept in the palace because my uncle is the chief there. But I had my own tent.
You own that place, don't you? Because your grandfather has a school, your uncle owns a palace.
I think
he's the chief in the palace.
Yeah. It's just so because, you know, these communities like Unyani way, so you end up like, you know, going around the same circle.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't even know
we are all connected somewhere.
Exactly.
Somehow.
I didn't even know my uncle is a king until I got there. Like, Yunko Chianana.
Oh, funny.
You get what I'm saying? And then he's saying that briefie, Missy briefie, you know. So he gave me a place to stay. I slept there the first night. The next night I was like, no. So I have a camping tent. I took it to the farm. A camping tent.
The tent, yeah. Camping tent.
Yeah.
Because I something artistic.
No.
Camping tent.
I took it to the farm, set up, you know, just to feel that breeze around, and I recorded some songs. So.
And I mean, what kind of mood were you in then? Was it a pensive mood, or you know, a mood that I'm just admiring nature and singing? What kind of mood?
Yes, I think it's just that mood when you get to a space and go like,
finally.
You know, like, yeah, because we're in Accra, 5 minutes, you have to just go do this work. You have to be here, you have to be there. But there, Charlie, network self know the job. You know, so you have that free space to get closer to nature, and that's what I believe in. You get what I mean? Like, you could hear, you know, the breeze alone. You could hear some birds make some noise. Some cock and some hen. You know, those things. Accra, we kill all the fire. So you don't really get that vibe anymore. So for me, it's just one of, I think is high time I put up a structure there, like personally, some getaway space where I can, a creative space I can just bring people from Accra over the weekend and then we can have good.
Epixode went to somewhere in Elmina and his creative juices are up. He went with a mobile recording studio and a mobile painting studio.
That's right.
He's here painting for us, but I am excited because I want to know a bit more about his stay there.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do you foresee that? I mean, let me ask, do you get writer's block at a point when you're in Accra and everything is crazy? Do you get that?
How, like
Writer's block, I say, there's a time your writing juices go off.
Yes, it happens to me. When I'm not in the studio, or when I don't feel that vibe to be in the studio, I just go and paint, or I do graphics, or I edit my videos and all of that. Because for me, what happens is my type of my direction, or the way I structure my songs, or the way I paint my songs are quite different. So if I'm working on a song like, let's say Wahala Day,
is it the way you paint your songs?
Yes, I see my songs as pieces of art.
Are you drawing a song for us that we don't know or something? Because if you draw,
it might be. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm sure it's gonna come out good. I don't know what I'm doing because I'm more of like abstract painter.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
So I see a woman carrying a drink cross on the head.
For me, this is more of like balance in life, because this fertility as a woman, you know what I mean, and this is Jinami. So if you know be God, we human beings can survive, like, you know what I mean.
And that's a line that's a line you can use for a song, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I get those things sometimes, but I think for me, it's nice because if I'm not singing, I'm painting, and if I'm not painting, I'm singing. That's how come I feel like this one said, just like you said, it can be music, So it's always good for me to incorporate my art into the music.
Okay. Okay.
There's that kind of vibe. When I listen to my songs, some of my songs feel like, oh, you're painting this picture from the start to the end. You can actually, visualize everything. You
are a visual person, extremely. Yes. As you said, you even paint your song.
Yeah.
How important is a music video to you?
I think it's everything. I sometimes, no disrespect to the songwriters and people who cherish the record more than the visual. I think for me, the visual plays a majority role. It's like the next level after the song is released, and we all can dispute the fact that now even visuals help sell music more than the audio.
Yeah.
But for me, I always want to put a different twist to it. So you listen to my song, the song already has a story. You've already pictured how the video is going to be, and then the video comes out and it's like opposite what you had. Because if now, like 2021, we can still watch movies like The Ghost, we can still watch all those storytelling movies. Yesterday I was watching this video they're called Mapping and I was blown, like, the concept. You listen to the song, he's talking about taxi and all of that, and then you watch the videos, he has a bicycle, and this is art. This is something that after a decade artists like me still appreciate. So for me, the visual is everything. The visual is everything.
And do you also put premium on the quality of the video or just the video?
Yes, I do. I think majority of even the fans goes into the planning. First, the concept of the video. It's just fortunate that maybe I play a role in executing all these things. But somebody will say, but why you want to do everything? Growing up, when I found myself in the music space, nobody understood what I wanted to do. Nobody saw it. Nobody had a third eye to understand. It was just feel. So you meet a director, you go like, I want this video. I want to have a golden skull. I want to have these, and then they're looking at you like, but you won't use Bentley and things. So it put me in a kind of space to learn all these things.
Okay.
It was just because nobody was there to execute them, so I had to do it myself.
Well, so you've been the brain behind most of your movies. I mean, your videos.
All of them, 80%. I edit some of them, but I don't put my name on them.
Why? Well, you even edit it.
Yes. In our circle, if you're known to be a carpenter, you will stay carpenter till you die.
What can't so my question now is, what can't you do? I mean, if you have a project.
I can't drink alcohol. I can't smoke.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you don't or you can't?
I don't. I haven't tried it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so why is there a whole sort of notion accompanying your craft?
Yeah, I think there's misconceptions with even the kind of journal that we do, the energy, the attitude, the culture itself. And then now we have locks. And so you're always associated with these kind of things. But growing up, I always wanted to be different. I think that is what made me stick to who I want to be.
Yes, so you were saying that at the time you finally wanted to, you had passed the peer.
Yes. So I didn't see anything different.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say my dad was strict, but my dad is the no nonsense type of man. So even though if you do it, you don't do anything, say that upbringing would not push you to do it. Like now, say if I see my father, some kind of respect day where I forgive him. You get what I mean? So for me, and I wanted to be different, just like I said, with reggae and dancehall, I wanted to be different. So I'm like,
the kind of energy you put up when you're on stage.
I know people they talk to me and they do drug and things.
Yeah. What you do? So now I go base. What you do? Because your energy is not the energy you are standing here with. No, it's not that energy.
I think when it's time for me to work, is a different episode. Because for me, I take every stage as Grammy, like me growing up. I remember even now I still do it. I still wake up sometimes when I'm fooling around in the house, pick a comb and stand in front of the mirror. Like, yo, Ghana, this is your boy Episode. Day at Jamaica, your BET, big up. Those things. I still do them.
These things that you've been doing over the years, are there stages you did in your room that actually materialized?
Yes.
Like which one?
I remember. I think it was it Popcorn in Ghana or something. When I was preparing for the show, when I was home, like that's what I do. I dedicate the whole time. It could be like a week just watching stage performances.
Oh, nice.
To psych the mind. And I think I watched Elephant Man's performance. It was I think VP Records something, 25th anniversary or something. And he climbed the stage. The main frame that holds the light.
Hey, wow.
He climbed it. But I did it on stage and I didn't even notice I did it. And I think it was a few hours before the show while they were setting it up, somebody actually got shot with the electricity thing was messing up and everything. But I did it and I didn't even know.
Adrenaline.
Yes, I did it. So watching the tapes, I was like, did I do that? So what if I die? But for me, it's like, this is it. You've proved the point with the first performance. The next one has to be top notch than what you did. So it has built me into the kind of artist that I don't have like the mega songs that everybody would want to sing, but I want to leave a mark when you give me the stage.
I think you do. I think you do. Like over the time, all the time I've seen you on stage, it's like you are the wow factor. Everybody's episode they have a sex. So like people actually, I'm reading the courses put bet on you. Wow, you have a sex. So
you try the bet.
You know, bet you don't make me show bets. You show bets. Sometimes I have bet on things like that.
Oh, like you go chop. Why not? But for me, I think it's a blessing. Yeah. Because I always say that some artists are good lyrically. Some are good in the studio. They are good vocally. They are amazing. But it's always a blessing to be a performer.
I want to ask you a question. We wake up, but what gets you out of bed as an artist? What gets you out?
New ideas. I have a book that has like countless ideas in there. So to answer this question, let's say 4 weeks ago, I was sleeping, and I love my studio has this kind of spaceship ambience, the colors and everything. So sometimes I can just lay in there and
it's like this. Colors like this.
Oh my word, plenty things in my wall. My wall actually. So guess what? I met this girl, right? This is a secret. I met this girl and invited her home, and she entered the studio. And I have this painting of a girl on my wall. It's been there for like over a year. And that's the same girl.
You're kidding?
Swear.
Wait.
So when she saw it, she was looking at it like,
is it like a deja vu?
You know, that kind of thing. So for me, my art tells my story. It tells, I paint things sometimes I don't even understand.
Wait. When you were picking the girl home, did you think that there was a resemblance somewhere?
This is somebody I am with now, right?
Okay.
But I'm saying that before, like when we met, I had already painted the kind of woman I want.
And aspects na effect.
What I say?
Hey.
So when she said, "We like, did you just paint this last night?" I'm like, "No, this has been there like for a year." And then I actually had to understand, like, okay. Anyway, it manifested, you know.
Yeah, that's cool though. See, I don't see you have the regular answer of the year conversation. I want to have this conversation because
So for me, art is everything. Art is everything. I still have like, and I don't know how I do it. Like even with my first album to my second album, the arts, the cover, everything like made sense without just like asking people to think of what I have to name the album. And you know that like after everything, it's not just the music, it comes with the arts.
Yeah.
You know, my covers have a whole, I can actually do a book on just the cover art.
Why can't you?
Yes, because like example, it is legendary to pick a Tupac album cover and go like, when I was sitting there, I just took L's first album and I was looking through and I'm like, yo, this is a piece of work. You know, I took Mass Production, Edem, and I'm like, yo, Triggs album, the cover. You know, so for me, I'm looking at 20 years from now, somebody picks up or somebody walks into an art gallery and picks up Episode's album without the songs and just look at the piece and go like, oh, wow. That would even these arts convince people to even go listen to the song.
Oh yeah.
I remember when Obibini was about to drop, I think his album or EP, something like that.
Diagram.
When I saw the first artwork, I'm like, no. The concept, the title of the album is bigger than the artwork. So I actually reached out to them.
I think the creativity, one day some people thought, and I say, yeah, you come, and you pour oil in your head.
No. It's built, I built it.
Wait, you built it?
Yeah, I built it. Over years, like,
okay.
You know, and I'm the type who will not wake up and be watching music videos. I would watch documentaries, like learning who was the first woman on earth. You know those things that like a normal person would not waste bundle to do. So I reached out to them and I'm like, bro, Obi has been like my G from like over a decade now. And Skinny Will is one of the producers who put me on when I was nobody. And I'm like, bro, I feel like this thing, work has to be like done. So I want to do it for you guys. And I did it like free. I did it, send them all the files and everything. You know, so for me, it's like that. I see somebody's album, I go like, hey, Charlie, this guy is my party, like I will reach out to him more. You know? You people that are creative,
you have this thing with you. When you enter a space and there is something wrong, do you get that?
Yeah, I do. Like, you see when I got out, I was like, bro. But I say, Charlie, make us spoil this boy. He's like, I better go. You go feed it. I'm like, I'm get paid. You know, so for me, it's even fun. It's even, you know, that kind of moment when you point your art piece like, yo, I did this. You know, for me, that's it. That's the joy. Like today I'm working somewhere and then I see somebody in a Shutter Movement logo snapback. Then I just smile. You know, because even if I didn't get a penny out of it, this is like something that I'm proud that I did. Mm-hmm. For him to have that logo on his tattooed on his skin.
Wow. Yes, I saw that.
You know, yeah, like this is just a 5 minutes thing I just did.
Nice.
Created for him, it has become part of his brand. It has been there, and it's going to be here till the world goes for.
I feel like if I ask you how do you feel being the regular, it's an easy conversation. This conversation is way bigger for me and more enjoyable. Let me just ask you one question, then I give you the chance to finish your painting. Do you think that, considering how art is appreciated here in Ghana, if you were outside Ghana, the way you are artistic and you see art as a whole different vibe,
Probably.
I know I know where you're driving at. And yes. But I believe that there's always a reason why we should be in existence in this particular space. For me, just like I reference to Shutter Movement logo. Imagine I was somewhere and I designed for Nike. I'm not sure, maybe back then it would have been able to pay me or even reach out to me for me to do that, but that has helped build the Shutter Movement logo. It would have been 10 times better than here, because art, we don't really appreciate art in this space. And there are creative, amazing. I was in Ghanata in my class. I think my class, we had like over 50 students, and everybody was unique.
Hey, wow.
And I wasn't even the best. I was like 20 something. I was only smart because I learned graphics on my own. So whilst we were all doing like the drawing, I added graphics to it. So I was smart with that. But aside that, I wasn't even the best in my class.
And are you excelling here?
That's the thing. You would only have like 2 or 3 go out there, and then they'll recognize, and then they'll start doing exhibitions and all of those things. But majority of even our art pieces are used for like fabrics, we like homework. They can't give you homework, design this thing, then the teacher will go sell.
Hey.
Yeah, those days, So you'll be in town and you see some fabric with some design, like this thing looks like something I did. You get what I mean? But back then you would see that it's an assignment. See that word?
Okay. I'm sure you heard what he said, so why don't you say it loudly so they hear it now?
We'll go talk about that.
Okay, so I mean, in theater there's space, time, and distance. We are in time, but then we are not in time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this as finished product. I see music as life, and then you were describing this as balance.
Yeah.
Nature and then human being.
Definitely, it's also life.
Life. Wait, you just did.
This is life. This is life. Back to
yo, this is cool.
So just like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, but at least it makes sense.
It does. Yeah. It does. Now I've seen you also create something with Lamajo.
Yes, Lamajo.
What is Lamajo? I know it's a concept you've been doing. La means if literally gang. Sing and let me dance.
Yes, that's it. Lamajo. That's the meaning.
That's
the meaning.
So is it like a monthly show you do?
Yeah, it's actually twice a month. So first Saturday and then a third Saturday.
Where?
In a space we created called Litegos. It's around First Light.
It looks like Obida when I'm with my stage.
Yeah, if you. That's our creative space. That's where I shot most of my videos. Too much. Almost all my videos last year. So it's just a creative hub where you have like my 80% of my team live there. Okay. The guy who makes my clothes, Awule, lives there. My video director needs Josiah, my photo guy is Sexy, everybody. So it's we just trying to make money aside having fun, because we do that regularly. We set up sounds, perform acoustic nights, and I'm like, so why don't we actually make this something that people can actually come to and
And how is patronage?
It's crazy. We did the first one, which I performed for like 2 hours.
Hey,
and it's crazy, and people love it. Like this is something new. You come to a show and then you're asked to sit on the floor. Like there's a mat on the floor, so you have all that kind of African feel. That kind of by the fireside
feeling.
The drinks are in not the regular cups. And everything there is like more natural.
Okay, so it's more about the experience.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly, and we add up. So what happens with Lamajo is any artist who is built to perform, whilst you're performing, we take a picture of you, then it's framed right that instant. So you get more of like a match. You get a match of Lamajo. You get a picture, and it's 2 pictures. One goes on our wall, so it becomes like a wall of fame for every artist who performs. And then you get those things. We're adding up like.
What is the criteria for the artists who get to perform on Lamajo?
Artists with content, artists who can hold a crowd for like 2 hours. So, and we have how we select the artists. Every artist, if you want to be part of it, you actually have to send first a press kit or a bio to like standard pictures. The most important thing is the songs. So you send us maybe a YouTube link or a song, then we review it. So when it passes the mark that we want, then now we can talk this.
There's this artist I wanted to pass through one
What's
day.
his
Oh,
name?
he's called Sugar Lord.
Oh, no, Sugar Lord is my brother. I think I said the beat on 5:30.
Oh, okay. Then there is an album coming up, isn't there?
EP.
EP. Ooh.
Yes, it's called 6995.
What does he mean?
69. You know the 6995.
I know 69 is related to sex.
Thank you.
95.
925.
So, hey, wow, you know. Well, then I'm guessing that the songs on it are going to be another phase of
it's not
episode.
it's not a radio friendly album. It's just something that I've been there. And now what I am trying to do is I don't want to be doing singles. I'll be doing singles too, but I want to do body of art.
Okay.
You know, projects. So you would have the political or the social episode, and you have like the explicit one. Then when I want to talk about the streets and all of that, because you know me, like one day I want to talk about Wahala Day.
Yeah.
Next day I want to talk about this. But what happens is, if I drop Wahala Day and then the next song becomes a love song, it breaks that chain. So now it's a plan to put these things
Body
into
of
body
works
of
to
art.
communicate
Exactly.
one part of
Exactly.
you.
So
Makes sense.
6995 comes out, and then there's another side of me, an album about to drop with just my looping machines. So it would not be songs where you have producers play beats. I'm sampling everything from things around, like bottle sounds, sample them and then sing on top of it, which I've started working on those things. My gadgets are in, so you'll be seeing. I think I have to have a session like that here one of these days.
You should.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right beside this
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
I'm sure you will do some
Yeah,
here.
we'll do some here.
Yeah, then right in this corner. I think a lot of
definitely.
magic can
The
happen.
next episode you'll be seeing episode here will be that episode.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
appreciate
And
it.
congratulations,
Thank you.
Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year.
For the next 5 years.
Amen. Do you know what happened? When you won, it's like was that moment everybody was
No,
waiting.
like, and I appreciate it. Like, you know, even Nanaya, see that video. Listen to that video. Even my mother said, if you watch the thing and then she cried. You know, because I feel like, yeah, at least the love, you know, people have actually held on to it for so long.
Funny enough, I thought I was the only person who saw the video and I felt some tear. Like I feel like
I actually felt it.
it's like the whole nation has been waiting for this one to be honored.
Yeah, you know.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
And you deserved it.
Thank you. Some people say I don't deserve it, but
Whether they should come and take it.
yeah, I say I dey put anybody, if you know say you deserve, just come. I'll give you.
That is all.
I'll give you.
Thank you so much for coming, and
thanks.
this short conversation has really been a lot of creativity and
Yeah.
artistic things happening right
I
here.
can't wait to watch it myself. Sit back and watch it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. Thank you so much for watching, and please follow him, Epixode Music, on all social media platforms, right?
Yes, absolutely.
OnePlay Africa 2 on all social media platforms, and Tilly Ekenipa on all social media platforms. Please, if there's anything you have to do, do it now.
OnePlay. At class to your music.